Welcome to VLife. If you are brand new to the city, this is going to be a great video for you to go over all the basic keybinds and other actions that you'll need to get your life started. So when you first hop into VLife, you're probably wondering how you're going to go about getting a car. That's the first keybind we'll talk about. So to open your inventory, that'd be tab. And within tab, you have 5 different hotkeys. And so for this example, we have the lockpick sitting in the 5 slot. So when you go up to any parked vehicle, F is how you're going to go ahead and try to get in, and then you would cue the lockpick. And as this spins around, you're wanting to click the corresponding key when it is in the little blue zone. And as you can see, if you mess it up, you'll have to redo it. All right, now that we've lockpicked the vehicle, you can go ahead and hit F. It's going to bring you in. F is how you're going to enter and exit into the vehicle. H is how you're going to search for the keys, and this is a bit shorter. It's only 2 rotations. So again, 1 once it's inside the blue, and 2 once it's inside there. Off we go. We now have a car. You would use your F1 key to not only park your vehicle and then have it stored in that location, or if your vehicle is here, you can go ahead and by using F1, open your garage, view stored vehicles, and we can also spawn vehicles like so. Side note, to park your vehicle and store it, you will have to actually own that vehicle, which can only be done if you purchased it or if you used a boosting tablet and you now own the vehicle. If you just stole it off the street, you are not going to be able to park and store your vehicle. When we are inside a vehicle, if you hold F1, you'll see all kinds of different interactions. Whether you're wanting to flip your vehicle if it's upside down, switch seats, handcuff somebody, it's all going to be found within this F1 wheel. Aside from the F1 key being pretty universal, we also have the left Alt button. Now B is going to buckle and unbuckle your seatbelt. And again, F is how you're going to go ahead and get out. When you go into any location where you need to talk to a local, you're going to use the left Alt. It's going to open your third eye. You'll be able to hover it over said person. So for this instance, we'll go ahead and view bank account. And deposit some cash. A very useful tool that you're going to need within VLife is your phone. So when you go to your phone, first thing you should be doing is downloading Twitter. This is kind of like a message board throughout the city where people post either selfies or if they need something or if they're selling something. It's just a good way to either gain or give information. Now when it comes to your inventory, so again, tab is how you open that inventory. And if you're wanting to move a single item, let's say here I have 50 colas. If I wanted to, let's say, give somebody 5 of these colas, you would go over to amount, hit 5, and then you could go ahead and drag it over, and as you can see, it's now a unit of 5 that I'm dropping. And you hover it over give and let go, and it will give it to the nearest person. You can also right-click an item, and it will drop just 1. Heading on back over to the apartments, we have now parked here, so we can use our F1 key, head over to park vehicle, and off we go. When we're inside of our apartment, you're going to be able to stash different kinds of items. So I'll go ahead and head in here and enter apartment. All right, once we're in here, if you head over to this chest and hit E, is going to open up your stash. So as you can see, I got a bunch of randomness here. So let's say, for instance, these empty baggies, if I wanted to just grab 3 quickly, I could either right click 3 times, or I can put the amount of 3 and then drag it on over. Some of the other important keybinds are going to be typed ones. So when we type in, let's say, T/cash, that's going to show you in the top right corner how much cash you do have. And that's good before you run into a bank to make sure that you're depositing the exact amount and you're not having to make multiple deposits. You can also check your bank account balance by opening your phone and heading over to Wallet. Inside of Wallet, on the bottom card, it will tell you your current balance. And if you want to transfer anyone funds, you can transfer by sending it to their ID as well as the quantity that you're wanting to send. You'll be able to find out somebody's number by holding U. You will show not only yours but everyone around you's player ID. Another important keybind would be the X keybind, which puts your hands up in case you have any altercation with police. I want to make sure they know that you are not a threat. keybind V changes your field of view. So you either have first person, third person close, or third person far. This can also be used inside of a vehicle as well. The B keybind, B as in boy, that is used to point. So if you're talking to somebody and you're wanting to emphasize what you're talking about, you can hit B, and wherever you aim is where your player will point his little finger. T is how you enter into your chat log. You can do emotes if you know them by name. Let's say E/cake if you want to bring your friend a birthday cake. E space C cancels all emotes that you're currently doing. The J key is for job. That's going to open up all of your jobs. So right now I am both a fisherman and a warehouse logistics. Typically I hang out on warehouse logistics unless I'm actively fishing, since the salary for warehouse logistics is much greater. Now heading back into the F1 key, since it has so many different uses. If you're close to a vehicle, you'll have different vehicle options, whether that's to open a trunk or things of that nature. But if you're not near a vehicle, you have citizens, interaction, and general. So under citizens, we have get in trunk as well as the emote menu. For interactions, you have put in vehicle, take out a vehicle, kidnap, escort, hostage, and cuff. You'll need handcuffs for this one. And for general, we have house interaction as well as clothing. All right, so the last basic keybind that we're going to talk about is E. E is used for a lot of the stores as well as your stash in your house, or if you want to refuel gas, you would head to these $signs, and by pressing E, it opens up the shop. If you are in the shop and let's say you want to buy some burgers, we'll hit burger, add to cart, it'll show the quantity. You can type in, let's say we wanted to buy 30 burgers, we could go ahead and do so. And now as you can see, obviously you hit tab to open back up your inventory, and boom, you have 30 more burgers. If you're needing to refuel on gas, go ahead and head over to your nearest pump. When you step out, you would use E right here and then click to complete. Unfortunately right now my tank is full, but you would use the E key to go ahead and activate the gas pump. Now when you first hop into VLife, you're probably going to be wanting a pistol. They're actually somewhat hard to come by. You need to find someone with a weapons license, or you need to get one yourself, which you can request one at City Services. If you do not have a weapon license or know somebody who will buy you a weapon, you're going to be stuck having to buy a knife or a baseball bat. To buy a knife or baseball bat, you're going to look straight down at the glass and use your left alt for your third eye. As you can see, we go ahead and click when it's blue, open ammunition, and we can buy a karambit or a bat. If you wanted to buy multiple, you could hit 2 or 1 and go ahead and drag it on over, and that will create the purchase. Now lastly, before we go, we're going to look at our cell phone for a few quick tips. So you have your cell phone here, you have a bunch of different apps that you can find in your app store. As I mentioned before, Twitter is very important. Wallet is also very important, as we've talked about. In settings, you have down here share contact. If you are close to a friend and you want to give them your number, by clicking share contact, it will share your contact with everybody in your vicinity. Make sure to have Bluetooth on if you are with somebody who has taken a picture. The only way that they're going to be able to send you that picture is via the Bluetooth. So when they head on over into their pictures, let's say we have our picture here from when I went to prison, I can go ahead and click send, and it will show me everybody that has Bluetooth enabled near me, and that's how we can go ahead and send that picture. Now if we did want to post this picture, we would hit copy, and let's say we were posting it on Twitter, you would then paste that image link in this section here and write whatever message that you might want. In your phone, you also do have Spotify if you want to listen to music while you're not in the car. Let's say you're out fishing or what have you. And of course, you have here your camera. This is going to be a fun one. So when you take pictures, you're going to click to take a photo, and you can take a third-person photo, and now if we were to stand up again, /E space C will cancel my emote. Let's say we're going to hop up off of here. Whoa. We pull out our phone and hit camera, take picture. If first it's going to be a front camera that we're looking around, and if we hit our middle mouse button, it is going to pull it into selfie mode, so we can take a nice cute little selfie. Cheese! Anywho, that about wraps it up for this video, all about the basic tips and tricks to get you started in VLife. Feel free to comment down below if I missed anything or anything that you'd like me to cover. And yeah, till next time. Bye!